Peace reflections. What I'm about to say is not law. It's just a perspective. I don't even know if it's my own perspective. I'm just looking at a situation from every angle and thinking about the things that I've grown through and growing through at the moment. Right now I'm 39. I'm single. Building a career, new career, and figuring out relationships. More so a relationship if you choose to be committed to one person. From my experience in finding out who I am, and this is not to say that I have cheated on anyone that I've been with. And if I did, it's okay. It's my business. However, let's talk about side chicks, side dudes, because we have them. It wouldn't be a side chick if it's not a side dude. So my side dude, I want to say the N word, but I'm gonna keep it classy and sexy. So I'm gonna say for women, my side king, because I have to acknowledge the king. Just for me, speaking for me, in my perspective, guys. If I have me a side king, I'm gonna call him a king because he's fulfilling the need, and I feel like that's what all my kings do that I have been with, whether if it was just sex, whether if it was a full-blown relationship, whether if it was just companionship, meaning, he was just my king that I get with and we have intellectual conversations and that's it. We ain't getting intimate. It's none of that. It's just kind of like a homeboy, you know what I'm saying, who I just may find attractive or whatever, the relationship is. And we just chose not to get intimate, which is funny because, yeah, I got a lot of those. But the purpose of a side dude, when I was married, I didn't understand that completely. Anytime I was in a relationship, I just felt like what was wrong with being honest. And I can say, when I say what's wrong being honest, meaning if you're in a relationship and you need or desiring, because you might not even need that person, you just want the person that you're with, but you also would like to get a different perspective or experience in life with someone else. And whether that means somebody that you can just chat with and just have different conversations that you don't get from the love of your life or your partner at that time. That person, he'll give you that. So, but you love him and you love that about him, but you really want also somebody where you can just talk about, in my case, consciousness. So say my dude do everything for me. My king give me the world. I don't have to work. He take care of me financially. He take care of me intimately. But I'm missing someone that I'm trying to think, should I talk about my present? I don't know, but give me a second, I need to think. Okay, so say you got your dude. Your dude take care of you financially and physically. You know what I mean when I say physically, intimately. He good on that area. He got you. He gonna protect you. He even protects you, but he don't have intellectual conversations with you. Or maybe it's not necessarily intellectual conversations. He just don't know how to hold conversation at all. That's just not what y'all have. He's more of a comic book person and want to talk about comics all the time. And you more of a sports girl. You want to talk about sports all the time. And science, maybe he's not that smart, or maybe he is smart. He just don't like to talk about that. He likes to talk about politics. There we go. There's another one. He's a politics and what I said, comment guy. That's if you ain't talking about different comments, Marvel or politics, he really don't want to have a conversation. He's kind of dead in that end, right? But every now and then you would, in your relationship, you need masculine energy to entertain you or fulfill that part of you. This is where honesty come in at. Like, is it okay for you to seek or, not gonna say seek, but just have a relationship with a gentleman who is very attractive to you? You attracted to, well, I ain't even gonna say all that. It don't even have to be attraction. It can just be somebody that you just love talking to. Y'all can relate when it comes to sports and when it comes to science. I think that's what I said earlier for the female. Like, that's y'all thing. And y'all go on dates and y'all have fun. It's kind of like hanging with a homegirl, but it is a little different because it's from a guy. Is that wrong to have? I know men might say a man can't be friends with a woman. Is that true? Is that true? Like, brothers, tell me, do every female you talk to, do you have to have gotten intimate with her? Or do you have to get intimate with her? Can you just strictly not even flirt with her at all? And she's very attractive. It's just, it's not that the person is ugly. It's just you don't see that person like that. Like, is that possible? To just have a straight, genuine, clean male-female relationship? Or do you have to have a side chick, a side queen, or a side king? Like, do we have to have that? Or can we get into a relationship and we be honest and move with integrity and say, this is what this person fulfilled to me? Because, it's kind of a lot. All these different aspects of you, and you're going to be changing and growing and becoming a human, and you expect for this one person to be able to fill all of those needs? Or you have to sacrifice without getting those desires, without having those conversations with masculine energy? Like, is that the sacrifice when you talk about sacrificing for a monogamous relationship? And do polyamory relationships, do it always have to be intimacy? Can polyamory means we are allowing each other to be human and have friends of whatever kind that we want, as long as it's moving with integrity and honesty in the main relationship, which will be your foundation, your home. Like, talk to me, people. Like, am I tripping? Am I tripping? Is that a low self-esteem talk? Is that vulnerable? Is that loneliness talking? And when I say loneliness, you definitely, I'm gonna speak for women mostly. I think men are a little different, and it could be the same. I don't know. I'm not a man. I'm only a woman, and I know what I've experienced. And when I say loneliness, meaning like right now, I'm single. And you think I'm not lonely at night? You think I'm not lonely even during the daytime when I want to go take care of business and I don't have my person with me? It's lonely, but I'm not moving in desperation. Like, come on, I'm me. And I say that so humbly, like in the most humblest way I can say it. Look at me, and not just look at me, but get to know me from my mental, from my looks. I am golden, I am sunlight, and that's a blessing. So I'm not desperate. I can get, a temporary person, I can get a person. It's just, I have standards, I have goals, I have a vision, and I know what I want. So I'm a stick and I'm going to sacrifice in my relationship with self and have self-discipline and rock it out and be lonely for a while, because it's only temporary. It's not permanent, And I'm so powerful. I have if I really want someone, I can get somebody. I'm just choosing to be patient, because I know what I'm building for myself. So what about the women who don't have that self-discipline, or the men who don't have that self-discipline and self-control and self-worth and self-value, and you move out of desperation and you just be having a married man that you're in love with, because honestly I feel like it's nothing wrong with, ain't even probably nothing wrong with being in love with a married man. It's the problem for me, and again, correct me if I'm wrong, but check out this perspective, right? So say I'm gonna talk about the women who be in love with a married man in the improper way. In my perspective, my opinion, now listen, don't beat me up, just listen, hear me out. So unhealthy. Okay, so you been with this man because because it's just a piece of man. Meaning you really truly deep in your soul, you want to have your own husband, your own family, and you don't want to share him. That's what your soul wants. But you in love with this married man who don't do anything for you, only thing he's doing for you, because he is doing something for you, that's why he's your king, because he's fulfilling something partially, in your case, the unhealthy way, because he'll set up a date and he'll cancel out on you last minute, no type of communication. He doesn't really help you with bills. Every now and then emergency comes around, he might be there for you. He hasn't been consistently there for you mentally, spiritually, financially, but he's always consistent to you physically. Y'all, he's gonna be there. And then also when he's there for you physically, when y'all getting intimate, it's really only on his terms. It's very rare on your terms. Yeah. Unhealthy, being in love with another man, a man that's not yours. And then to make things even worse, this brother be asking you for money to help him take care of his household. Like that's an unhealthy way to be in love with a man that's not for you, that's not your person, or even a woman, vice versa, because you thinking women out here doing the same thing. If you thinking women out here doing the same thing, then you tripping. Craig. Felicia, that's what you are. You're Felicia on that one. But now, a healthy way. This is the healthy way. And I could have go further on, but I don't, y'all know I can be long-winded, so I'm trying to make it short. It's possible. So, a healthy way to be in love with a man that's not your person. Or maybe he is, but this is the perspective. So, hear me out. Say you okay with being single. You don't want a relationship. Deep down in your soul, you just you want to share a man. You really want to this is your idea. You really want to be in a poly relationship because you just get tired. You don't be wanting to be in a relationship and be accountable for nobody, having to tell nobody where you at and what you doing, and have to feel guilty for talking to several different other people, or maybe you don't even want to talk to several different people. You just want to be alone, like you're good with you. However, every now and then that you do be wanting to hug up, you do be wanting to have that partner, so you fall in love with the married man, and he satisfied you mentally, spiritually, physically, financially. Like, this man take care of all your bills, or partial, whenever you need him to, because you don't need him, but you want him, So, but he got you. He meets you wherever your standards are for financially. He meets your standards financially. You feel like he's dependable. If you need protection, he's there for you. He's there for you mentally, spiritually, and in times you need him, because you don't care if he's not with you on Christmas. You don't care if he's not. He's so amazing. He still give you, holiday gifts. He still give you the holiday gifts that you want. And every now and then, sometimes y'all actually plan to be together on the holidays. Whatever your standards are for being in a poly relationship, because I'm gonna want to call you you can call it a side chick, side queen, but when you're talking about anybody on a side outside of your main relationship, it's a poly relationship. Whether the people know that they're in relationships with the same people or not, it's still a poly relationship. Again, this ain't law. This is just my perspective, and I'm sharing it with you all to just, have great conversations. So leave some comments. Okay, so if this person, this young lady, this man, this girl, whoever, your partner, your person is meeting you in all the right spots for your standards, then I kind of understand why people choose those relationships, because they're getting out of what they want. They understand the risk of it if the person don't know. But if everybody know, if you can be in a relationship with honesty, and excuse the noise, guys, hold on. Okay. What was I saying? I don't even remember. Oh, different perspective. Like, this is not law, this is just something that I'm thinking about at the moment, trying to look at why would somebody choose to be a number two person. Like, what are the benefits of being a number two person? And I know people are like, girl, you just not thinking about that, contemplating on it like this, like, kind of, yeah. It started last year, honestly. Like, why would somebody be like this? And if I was to be a side chick, side queen, number two, how would I want my life? And if y'all want me to share that, tell me. I'll tell you, I'll share it with you all. But that's how it started, and honestly, I was proposed last year to be a number two person. And I'm like, what? And the person is, pretty wealthy. They asked me, do you think I can take care of you financially? And I'm like, yeah. The person that I know you as, I feel like you would definitely handle that part in the financial part. That's all I know about you. But I don't know if you will be able to meet me in any of my other places. And then also, I'll never be a number two. I will always be a number two. I will never be a secret. I don't ever want to be a secret. I will always be a number two if we all understand in our roles. Because a number two can't feel like a number two. In your head, I can be number two, but you're not about to make me feel like number two. I have to feel like I'm number one. Even when we're in a room, all of us in the same room, I want to feel like I'm your number one. How you do that, I don't know. My player, if you say you want me to play this role, then play your role. So I'm never going to be a person where I feel like I'm number two. Like, to me, that's just not a good feeling. It doesn't feel like, I want to always feel my worth and feel my value. And I feel like everyone deserves that. Every human being deserves that if you are a good person, Like, now, if you're just a jacked up person, then you need to feel that. But if you really are a good person, no, I don't deserve that. I deserve to feel and know that I am number one. I am number one to me. I might not be number one to you. I might not be number one to nobody else, but I have to. It is my duty. It is an honor as well to be number one to me first. And if you are in a relationship of any kind where you feel like you're less than number one, get out. Talking to my brothers, talking to my females, get out. I'm talking to you. You're my reflection. And we have to always know our worth in whatever relationship we're in. Whether it's your job, whether it's a business, or should I just say career, or whether it's romantic, like with your children, like any relationship, always make yourself number one in that relationship. And if you don't feel that person not making you feel like number one, get out. If your parents don't make you feel like you're the best child in the world, get out. Get out. No, when you know you a good child, and your father, your mother try to belittle you and make you feel less than an amazing child, when you know you're an amazing child, get out. Now, if you know you ain't no good child, then tighten up. But you know you a good man. You know you a good woman. If you a good, quote unquote, side piece, man or female side piece, get out. If you're gonna play your roles, let's play our roles. And of course I didn't go with it. Of course, this person wanted to say, oh, I'm gonna tell the other person, and they didn't do nothing. Lying face said that. I was just testing anyways. I wasn't gonna do absolutely nothing, because I already know that person. I knew how that person moved, and you are not about to make me feel like I'm number two. Period. Maybe my old me would have, fell for something so guttural and soft and so devilish and look good on the outside and such a horrible mess spiritually. Maybe. Because I used to be so naive, and you can't say desperate, but I was just a very naive person. And and I wasn't mentally as strong as I am. So for money purposes, maybe I probably would have done it to be, you know what I'm saying? So just low self-esteem and not knowing my self-worth. And that's what it is. It's all about self-worth. And I know my self-worth now. Like, I know who I am. And I know what I want. And I know what I'm worth. And nobody's going to ever make me feel that. I don't care what you think. You can think whatever, because whatever a person think about us, it ain't none of our business. So if I say, I think you this, it don't matter what I think about you. It's what you know about you. How do you feel about you? And that just is what it is for me. Like, again, I love repeating myself, because I be wanting stuff to stick in your subconscious mind. Even if you play number two, if that person wants you to play number two, their role is going to be, if you had all the people that they're dating in one room, they are obligated. Their job is to make you still feel like you're number one, even when all the rest of them in the room. And it is none of your business on how they do it, just as long as they do it. That's it. And that's what makes you an amazing person, and probably even deserve a poly relationship. Because if you can have all your people in the same room and they all feel like they number ones, they don't feel like they ain't no type of competition, everybody is good, ain't no jealousy, no animosity, just everybody just adore and admire each other in their own little special way, then yeah, you mature enough to be in a poly relationship. If you can fulfill all of your partner's ways to their standards, not to yours, because this part is not about you, it's about them. And if they say, in order for me to be in your life, for me to be your woman, or for me to be my man, your man, you have to reach these standards. This is my worth. And if you can't meet that, if you slacking that, then you don't get the job. But if you can fulfill that, and everybody that you're dealing with, the girlfriend, go for it. Have you several people, several kings. Like, or maybe you're a female who date females. Or maybe you're a female who date females. Or maybe you're a male who date males. Either way, if you can make all your people, if you can reach all your people's standards, then yeah, I say you deserve to be in a poly relationship. But the moment that you and then I get it, like sometimes you might not always, meet all their standards at all the time, 1,000%. But if it's 80, 90, whatever, if you can do 80%, 90%, then I think that's pretty well. So, yeah, what y'all think about this topic? What y'all think about this perspective, this conversation? Leave some comments. Don't forget to hit like, share, subscribe. And this is just some stuff that I was just thinking. This is what I was just thinking today. I've been thinking. And yeah, but to close it out, so it won't be any confusion, I am okay with being single right now. I got so many things that I'm working on. Divine timing, my spouse will come. The person might already be in my life and I don't even know it. But I'm not rushing anything. I am literally sitting in present moment and just being grateful. And I just be letting my brain go, grow and flow. Peace, love, and knowledge. I'm GodX K. Later.